maybe a week, the TV just goes off. What's so bad about that?
Thoughtful, philosophical, his logic not always easy to follow, but in his words somewhere, there is always a lesson.
In time, we're going to find out that all of the media is a misconception. A lot of media-driven fear that really is detrimental to one's health. I don't think we were supposed to watch television and take on all the problems of the world. I don't think the body's equipped for that. You know, there should be just a day the TV just goes off. Maybe a week the TV just goes off. What's so bad about that?
Thoughtful, philosophical, his logic not always easy to follow, but in his words somewhere, there is always a lesson.
In time, we're going to find out that all of the media is a misconception.
All right, so this video of Michael Jackson, who could possibly be alive, went into hiding. Now, the reason why this perks up with me is way before COVID, I had videos where I had stuff that I seen, like him being on Larry King after he was supposedly dead. You're going to get ready to watch all this stuff. There's something called the Great Awakening. And people are going, what's the Great Awakening? We don't know what's going on. What we fight against, this evil group. And this unfortunately for some of them, like Whitney Houston, she was probably offered, but I think they drugged her, killed her, because she probably figured out, you know, when you become super popular like Elvis, Michael Jackson, they control everything. Michael Jackson put up a resistance. He put out comms. Elvis, unfortunately, could not put out comms. He was just pretty much dead because of all the drugs he took. Whitney, same thing. They overdosed her, I think, whatever happened. Elvis, same thing. Pesticides, or not pesticides. Pesticides, no. Worms. From the autopsy I heard from Elvis was that he had so many... That's why you want to really... It's not video about health right now. You want to detox yourself from that parasite crap. He had so many parasites. Because that's what the drugs are. Parasites. A lot of horrible food you eat are parasites. But here we go. I want to talk about this awesome stuff. Because when I seen this video here, that just sparked my light.
Have you ever seen this video of the coroner's van that supposedly had Michael Jackson's body in it that didn't know it was being filmed? This guy thought he was going to capture them wheeling him out, and instead, he captured this. Now, I was very skeptical when I first saw this, so I had to do what I do, and I did my investigative work. 127602. Remember that number. So what I did is I went and I scoured the internet, and I found actual news footage of a helicopter filming the body of Michael Jackson going into a coroner's van. And you'll never guess what I found. Let's take a look at that number. Do we remember? 127602. And just in case your memory is not good, helicopter garage 127602. Now for me, this isn't enough to just automatically assume he's still alive, but when you keep digging, you'll see. This guy's name is Dave, and he's supposedly even a friend of Michael Jackson's. And have you ever heard him speak?
And there were all these Paul McCartney records all over this, The Girl Is Mine, and, you know, this and that. 13 solo albums, solo appearances on TV shows. And there were all these Paul McCartney records. But of course, you always feel things. I don't see Marlon next to me. I don't feel...
And is this next clip just them putting the truth right in plain sight?
I felt like he had like Michael Jackson's spirit in him.
because there were times that he even sounded like him talking, and it would just kind of blow my mind.
And you may not realize it, but he wasn't just the king of pop, but the master of disguise.
Michael Jackson was not just the king of music. Michael, who also had a talent for disguises, was also the king in this regard. The master of disguise.
Like I said, I'm just showing you some evidence. You make your own decision. But before you make your final one, why don't you listen to what the surrogate mother to Michael Jackson's children also had to say.
In that time, they've gone on some very unusual outings, often with Michael in disguise.
Yeah, he'd call, what are you doing? Nothing, what are you doing? When I go to the video, yeah. You know, I'd sneak out without security. Got caught. I was like, oh my God, this is like a Beatles film. We're getting chased by people. We'd have to call security and bail us out. But, yeah, we'd go out and do stuff.
Maybe Michael, like she said, just got sick of being chased around like he was the Beatles. And before I end this, I have a confession to make. I wouldn't listen to this man's music for 10 years in my car. I would turn it off immediately if it came on, because I was mind controlled by the TV. I watched one thing and I just assumed that this guy was an evil, disgusting man that did things with kids that I don't approve of. And what I realized once I woke up is that the TV controls your mind in more ways than you could ever imagine. I don't know what he really is or where he really is, but I have my thoughts and my ideas. But my biggest thought and idea is I just want you to know this is all for entertainment purposes. Of course, Michael died of a tragic drug overdose and he's no longer with us. God rest his soul. Entertainment purposes only.